Where's he at?
Jeremiah, calm down. It's only rainy and windy out there.
Is any down at the bottom there?
It's only raining and windy, Mom. Honey. Mom.
I don't either, but I know there's. The doctor talked about what they.
He did?
That was a while ago.
He did, Mom? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Let me get this quick so I know if this is the right one. Hello. How are you today?
Whose is it?
I am definitely going to share my results with you guys. I have here, I won't turn this over this way. This, in this packet right here, is my report from the emergency room. And some things are good, some things are not. So,
look, you see this?
What, Mom?
Can I have this now? Look.
Can you have what, Mom?
Huh?
Can you have what?
Did she give it to you or to me? Look, that is pretty.
Yeah, that is nice, Mom.
I'm going to just stick that in my head.
Okay, guys, just to give you guys a good clear view. Saturday I was not on because I had to go to the emergency room. I'll wait till I start getting comments. Because then I can explain exactly what happened at the ER. What they said in the emergency room. What the emergency room doctors said, because I had 2 doctors look at me. Of course, they switched shifts while I was there. That's how long I was there. Okay. I laid on the sofa on Saturday all day long. Couldn't even get my act together. And I didn't feel well. I knew that there was something wrong.
What?
It's going to be important. My chest hurt me most of the day. So this is going to be pretty important. Okay. So first of all, I hope you guys are doing good. I don't just want to talk about me today. We are going to do prayer, but I want to talk about some things. Okay. First thing I'm going to do though is, okay, guys, I laid on the sofa and I just couldn't get my act together. And I went in to go to the bathroom and I was at the sink and I just tipped over. I tipped into something, but I tipped over. So I was like, okay, I can't do this. I've got to go to the emergency room because I'm dehydrated. So we just decided, I called my mother-in-law. She came and sat with Mom.
Look at this. After you have done that.
Part of that.
That stuff. I want this off of me.
Oh, okay, Mom. We'll deal with it. Today?
Yes, I want it to.
Okay. Tomorrow things are going to be a little bit different in this house. Because I am making some changes to her care schedule. I have gotten, let's put it this way. I'll get to that part.
This is the way it's set up.
Yes, it's fine, Mom. Go ahead, it's fine. Okay, first.
Where do I put it? Give me a paper. What you call it? Towel.
I would.
Oh, please give me one.
Mom, it's okay. She's not going to let me talk here, I don't think. I don't think Mom's going to let me talk. So anyway. Sorry, guys, I'm flipping the pages of my Bible. I need to get to a specific chapter and verse in a specific book. Hi, Dee. Okay. How are you today, Dee? Okay, guys, here it goes. On the way to the emergency room. Hi, Melissa. Okay, here it goes. sometimes God orchestrates stuff because there's something underlining that they have to find. And so I'm going to read first Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he shall direct your paths. Well, okay, that's exactly what God was doing on Saturday. On the way to the hospital, on the way to the emergency room, my mother-in-law came, sat with my mom, and I went to the ER. On the way over to the hospital, I said, Lord, please let this work. Please let these fluids work. Give me the strength that I need because I can't be an effective caregiver to mom if I feel like this. And I didn't know what he meant. I really didn't. So keep this in mind. He said, remember, I am the great physician.
Okay, what is this addiction?
You're going to be okay. I got this. I didn't know what he was talking about. He literally prophesied over me. He prophesied to me that, Mom, it's okay. He literally prophesied to me. Okay, so I get to the ER. I could not walk up straight. I had to go through security and I couldn't stand. So he said, they'll get you a wheelchair because you're going to need one. And so I said what my symptoms were. And they took me back to, they got me in a wheelchair and it was like nothing. They just took me back to triage right away. Now keep in mind, I was complaining about chest pain. And so keep that in mind. It's going to be very important because while we were in triage, they took an EKG. Then they took, of course, my blood pressure, pulse, my weight, my height, everything. They took all that. So please keep that in mind. Hi, Dakota. Hi, Dakota Snow. How are you? Anyway, I went out. They ordered chest x-ray. Keep that in mind because that's going to be important leading up to all this. And then they brought me back out. I waited in the waiting room for a little while.
What do I have here that I can read with that?
There was not a lot of people there. There were a lot of people there, but there weren't a lot being seen. Okay, there weren't a lot there to be seen. And this was a Saturday. So.
Should I be using this card or not?
Yeah.
Huh?
Huh?
What should I do with it?
What should you do, Mom?
Drives me crazy.
Oh, that's okay. Just wait. Okay, because, okay, you guys know I've been having chest pain. I complained about the chest pain to the doctor. And first they gave me fluids. They did hook me up to an IV to get me fluids. See, there's a whole scar there. But anyway, they hooked me up to an IV. He took the blood work. He took another blood work to take heart enzymes. Now we're getting into what they found. Yeah. Now there is one particular heart enzyme that they took that is supposed to be no higher than 14.9. Mine is 557.7. Guys, technically I should be talking to you from the hospital.
So
they wanted me to stay in the hospital because I have mom.
What?
I can't. Okay, somebody has to be here with her. I am going to say that I am getting it looked at and I am taking this very seriously. Okay, they did a CT scan because at first they thought there was a blood clot on my lung. So they took the CT scan and it didn't show anything. Actually, my CT tech was really good.
Whoever it is with this,
I was actually afraid. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, Mom.
The outside, not the inside.
Okay, Mom. My CT tech was really good. He when I was afraid to go into the actual like little thing, we put a washcloth over my eyes and it worked. Now I did throw up once while I was there. I threw up when I went down for the CT scan. So that they didn't say anything about that. But they did say that they did tell me that I didn't have a blood clot on my lung, because if I did, he was only going to give me blood thinners. They did want me to stay. They wanted to admit me. This particular heart enzyme, you're not supposed to be above 14.9 and at 57.7. So they think I have. Okay, I'm going to read this. I am going to the doctor on Thursday. But, okay, let me explain the changes I'm making first. As of tomorrow, there will be a caregiver here Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. And I mean, this caregiving service was wonderful. They literally, this morning I called him and I broke the news to him. I said, I need somebody Monday through Friday and I need them like tomorrow. He literally found me somebody immediately. And tomorrow at 10 o'clock, they're going to be here. And hopefully by Thursday, she's comfortable with Mom and she's comfortable with me, because I am going to just isn't that good, Dakota? Yeah, this is a blessing, because I wasn't sure what, okay, that was a blessing. 5 days a week, 10 to 3. I'm going into her savings, and I POA. I can use it for her care. If I cannot be an effective caregiver to her, I have to have somebody who can be. Well, Steve's not here. So I'm going to do it this way. Thank you, Dakota. I am really just, I've got to be an effective caregiver to her. And the only way is I've got to work on getting better. I've got to work on whatever this is. I will tell you, they are sending me for an EKG. I've got to go. First, I've got to go to see my doctor on Thursday. Then he's going to give me a referral. He's going to send over the referral to the cardiologist. Once I see the cardiologist, I will go for an EKG, another stress test. They will probably take more enzymes. Yep. And probably do a catheterization. I'll read you what the doctor said. Thank you for coming in to Penn State Emergency Room, because I went to Penn State Lancaster Med. Today, you were evaluated for multiple complaints, including chest pain and headache. Your workup was concerning for elevated. Now, this is where it was elevated. Troponins, which could be an indication of stress on your heart. Per discussion, we did recommend that you be admitted to the hospital for formal cardiac workup, but you declined due to personal obligations at home. Yes, I have a personal obligation at home. Given that your EKG was reassuring, you did not have any complaints of chest pain while here in the ED. While I was there in my room, I didn't have any complaints about chest pain. So had I had it, I would not be sitting here talking to you here at home. I would be at the hospital. We felt it was reasonable for a close outpatient follow-up. As we discussed, we recommend you follow up with your primary care physician within the next few days and arrange for a formal cardiac workup with an echocardiogram and stress test if deemed necessary. The stress test is going to be a deemed necessary, and he wants to redo the stress test anyway when I feel better. So I think the cardiologist will agree with him there. There's something definitely electrical going on with my heart, which means now my sister has an electrical problem with her heart. What, Mom?
Look, honey.
Yeah.
Have you looked at
Has an electrical problem with her heart. So it is supposed to be hereditary. And so I have a funny feeling that that's okay, Dakota. You know what? God told me on the way over. The Lord spoke to me and said I was going to be okay. You see, I am claiming. I am claiming something. I am claiming my healing already. Okay, guys, I'm going to be, that's right. I'm claiming my healing, because I know that the best cardiologist is on the case. The greatest cardiologist of them all. Amen, guys?
Corey, where are you putting this at from?
Huh? But tomorrow,
I don't
I'll be able to relax
hear. I
and
hear.
let the new caregiver do her job.
Here, I want to go. I want to get.
I am excited for this caregiver. Can't you tell? That's right. He's a great physician. And if anybody can work on this, he knows. He knew I had to go to the hospital. He knew I had to get checked out because he knew there was something there. When the Lord spoke and he told me, remember, I am the great physician. He is definitely the great physician. Sometimes he has to do that. Okay. However, if you develop reoccurrence of chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, confusion, or reoccurrence of severe headache, focal numbness, weakness of any other concerning symptoms, please return to the emergency room for reevaluation. Please follow up with your primary care physician in 1 to 2 weeks, which I am.
Throw them all out.
And then my blood work. And this is the area of concern. My CBC was fine. Everything was normal except for the cardiac one, which is the HS troponin, which is 57.7. I did get a chest x-ray. And so anyway, what? Yeah, you can go under. So anyway, guys, that's what the doctor said.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to eat it.
They put all this in here as my instructions as well.
When will this guy come?
When will what guy come, Mom? When will what guy come? And then, of course, my temperature was normal. My heart rate was 106. My blood pressure was 164/76. My height is 160. My weight is 166, 63 inches. My BMI, my body, whatever. And so anyway, guys, this is all the tests that they ordered. They ordered all these tests, and of course, the CT was for the CT that he ordered was to make sure that I didn't have. And then it talks about they put on here non-specific chest pain, talking about everything about that.
Wow, this is so good.
So I mean, this is
Well, yeah, we'll get to it,
yeah. It's my,
This has got to be expired.
hold on, Mom. See, tomorrow when she says that, there will be a caregiver here that will just go with her. I am just going to send the caregiver. Guys, it's almost going to be like I am not here. The caregiver is going to do everything for her.
One's good, good news.
Okay.
Take it.
I'm going to let the caregiver do everything. But I am actually claiming, I started with this chest pain. Okay, guys, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I started with chest pain back in July. And I didn't think anything of it after I was sick. I didn't think anything of it. And it went away for a while, and then it would come back every once in a while. I'm just like, okay.
Like this?
But now I'm having it all the time. What they think is I have a blockage somewhere. What, Mom?
I can't. I've got to ask her and pee, and I can't eat.
You have to go potty. Okay, Mom, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'll be right back. This will be the caregiver's job tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, this will be a caregiver's job. I'm hoping we like her. Just pray that we all get along and that she doesn't sit on her cell phone, that she is attentive, because she's going to have to be attentive. Because it's almost, I'm going to tell her, I'm not even here. I am, but I'm not. So she's going to have to be attended to. Hold on, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, there's nobody out there.
They don't
You
like
have to go pee, Mom. Let's go pee.
I do that. Because they don't want to forward.
Oh, come on, let's go pee. Sorry, guys. This is something that I'm going to struggle with today. If Steve's been here.
That is good. What is it? And you have to use it for real.
Okay, Mom, come on, let's go pee. Let's go pee, Mom. Well, come on. And nobody will touch your gate. Come on, Mom, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go potty, Mom. Please go potty. Here, go straight back. Go straight back, Mom, Mom, Mom. Go straight back, please. Here, go straight back. Mom, 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 Mom. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. She needs toilet paper. I'll be right back. I'll be back, guys. I just have to get her toilet paper. Okay, guys, let me just change her. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. As of tomorrow, guys, I will not have to do this for a while. Every day. I'm going to make sure that the caregiver understands she has to go in and make sure she's not wet. Okay, guys. Sorry. Anyway. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, guys. Uh-oh. Yeah, my chest is starting to hurt. Hello, Kiana. Sorry about Saturday. I was in the emergency room, so sorry about Saturday. I got to step back. I have to relax. As of tomorrow, Kiana, I have a caregiver coming in every day. So I'm glad you're good. I'm not. Just to let you know, they found something with my heart. When I went in to get fluids, they did a lot of tests because I was complaining about chest pain. So they think I have a blockage. You know, which I guess I'll go on a beta blocker or something. I don't know, but they have to prove I have it before I go on a beta blocker. And so I'm struggling today. I am struggling being alone with Mom. I've only got another hour or so of being alone with her. Then Steve will be home from work. I've got to anyway, I haven't done much of anything in the house. I haven't done anything actually. I might have the caregiver do some like housekeeping for me while she's here. Um, just because like the bathrooms and stuff need to be done. Um, but I have to allow this caregiver to do her job. Um, the last time I had caregivers in here, I mean, now Stephanie, I allowed her to do her job, but when I had caregivers in here before, well, I had to do their job because they were always on their cells. If this one's on her cell at all, I can call the the owner of the company. Um, I figured it out. Mom can afford, you know, I'm hoping that this is all worked out within the next month. And I'm starting to get stronger. I am drinking. I am trying to stay hydrated as much as possible. So I don't get that way again. So I'm telling you, I fell into something in the bathroom, which was not good. Um, so I can tell you that I walked out. I walked from my room in emergency all the way out to the car, and the car was like not really close. So I walked to that. I mean, the emergency room was crowded, but most of the people there were for this kid that broke his foot or something. And they were being so loud that the security guard actually asked him to leave. Um, because, he really didn't need like 30 people there. The 30 people wouldn't be able to go back anyway. So they were like kicked out of the ER just so that, the rest of us could have some peace and quiet. Um, but the ones of us that really needed care were on the other side. So it was not crowded. When I actually walked out, there were just a few people there, like maybe 3 or 4, waiting to be seen. Um, so I really think I would have waited um, a lot longer if I stayed for a room. I would have been in the ER for a while, I think. Um, now Steve's brother and or my brother-in-law and his wife, my sister-in-law, came to sit with mom so that my mother-in-law could go home, which was a good idea because I didn't get home till 1:15 in the morning. So at 1:15 a.m. is when I got home. It takes about 45 minutes once you get a CT scan for emergency to come back. So the doctor read the CT scan when it came back, read the results, and came in and gave me them and said that they were going to release me. They were going to discharge me because I didn't have the blood clot on my lung. And, I had come home to mom. I am definitely suffering today, but I'm going to read a verse. I know mom will be coming out soon. That's kind of what I'm waiting for is for mom to come out. I am claiming something because I have to. You guys probably know what this is by now. So, anyway, I just feel ick. I just feel ick. I do. I feel ick. I'm feeling right now because I have done a lot with mom today. I've tried to sit and do nothing. But I can't do that if I don't have a caregiver. So here she comes, guys. I got to get her set. I'm just not being fussy about the door. If she doesn't close it, if she closes it, then she closes it. If she puts the trash can in front of it, she puts the trash can in front of it. I'm not being picky about the door. I'm just leaving it go. I had no choice. Um, anyway, I am hungry. One thing I knew would keep my stomach from going haywire Steve put all the way up and I couldn't reach it. So I ended up having something else, and I don't want to have anything else like that. So I might have some cinnamon Cheerios right out of the box. It's their birthday. I wanted to be up walking. I'm You're gonna walk around. You like it? You know, guys, I'm tired of feeling like this. And you know, if it's they need something.
These children. Where did you get them at?
They're Cabbage Patch Kids, Mom.
They're what?
They're Cabbage Patch Kids.
No, this is all full underneath.
Well, you want to sit down, Mom? Right there. Sit down.
Sit down in this?
Yeah. Sit down.
For what?
So I can put your feet up. Okay, Mom, you gotta sit.
Where are they at?
Right there. Sit down.
They're in here?
Yeah, sit. Sit.
Well, I want some of this off so I can sit if I don't.
Okay, take the baby.
I'm gonna sit right
Just taking Madeline. I know if I have something wrong with my heart, I'm gonna have to make a lot of changes.
There's mine. And here's yours, baby.
Okay, she's taking tissues out from now. She's taking tissues out from now.
Here, Cora, I didn't use this one. You see,
No. Here.
Here,
Give me,
take
give me,
this
give me,
one. Leave
give
this
me it.
one.
Well, give me it, Mom. Give me it. Thank you.
Okay. You got it.
Sorry, guys. I kind of have to
And I was in my
find
blood
a place or something.
I was
Anyway,
a
I
little
did throw
kid.
it. What?
I was a little kid. Long time ago.
I've thrown up a lot today
Yeah.
for some reason.
Then they'd send me for stuff, and I'd be sitting by, and why should I have to go and look?
Yes, Mom.
You don't have to, honey. If you want this, you come over here and see who of us will help you. So come up here. I'm not going uptown. I'm not going downtown right now. I don't have the money.
Okay, Mom. Yes, guys, I'm just gonna sit here and stare at Mom.
Huh? What's wrong?
Why don't you go sit down, Mom?
Where?
Right there.
On that chair.
Yes, in your chair.
Okay. What are they gonna do then?
Nothing. I'm just gonna put the covers over you and put your feet up.
Just make sure that it's in good videos.
Okay, Mom. Okay, Mom.
I like this right here.
You do? Okay. See,
I
tomorrow
love these.
I'm going to test out how she's going to be able to. I'm going to go my first
Set it down in here.
and sit with you guys or lay on the bed for a while.
Yes. Why did they put this? Well,
Yes, Mom. Go
this
sit
was
down.
good. Put it down. It's right there. So I have
Okay.
to go up there.
Usually I let her walk around. Today I'm just not in the mood to make her walk around.
I'd love to have this in my kitchen.
They
Look,
think this is a hard luggage. What?
would this be okay in court?
Here, set it down, Mom. Set it down. Set it down on there. Set it down on there. Yes,
No,
we
because people come in and grab it, they run out.
Mom, nobody's going to grab it. Sit down, please. Set it down. Thank you. Sorry, guys. This is my sorry. Well, sit down if your back is breaking, Mom.
All the kids, they want
Nah.
to. That was so stupid.
I did call guys about respite care.
I just
Um,
threw it, Corey.
but
It's
the place I did talk to that does it, it's a 30-day minimum. $8,478
Where's 8,000?
for
Where?
30 days of respite care.
In whose?
I'm like, you're kidding me. I'm only gonna need it for 2 weeks if I have it. If I need it.
Well, if somebody's really
If
sick.
I do have to go in the hospital, she will have to go into respite.
Yeah.
Just for a little while, because nobody's gonna be here 24/7. Steve is gonna have to work, and then I can't have my mother. Maybe my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law will step in, but I just want to make sure that somebody's here with her. But let me put her feet up, guys. Let me get this done. She's sitting down finally. And then I think I might put my feet up. I might put my feet up and give myself some real relaxation time.
Look,
What?
up here.
I see it.
What did they do? I put it there today.
Okay.
I wouldn't do everything.
Okay. Mom. Okay, Jeremiah.
I gotta get up home, right?
No, but okay. Let me stick her blankets on. Okay. Okay. Ah, okay, guys. And then hold on, guys. Let me do this.
Now I need your help.
What?
I'm trying this side. Look,
Okay. I see it, Mom. Let me relax, please.
where's the person?
Let me relax.
Where is it?
That's what I need to do. I need to relax, guys. I need to just sit back and relax. I am starting. Oh man, am I ever starting now? I need to relax. That's what I need to do. I need to relax now. I can't guarantee this is going to be the only time I'm going to be up. I'm praying she waits till Steve gets home. Okay. Here's the verse that I'm claiming. Isaiah 53. Verse 5. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement for our peace was upon him. And by his stripes we are healed. I am claiming by his stripes I am healed. He can do that.
Why is it wet over here?
Why is what wet?
Over on the sides here.
Oh, it's okay, Mom. It's not wet. Mom, it's not wet. And so that's what I'm claiming. I am claiming. Amen. You're right, Dave. Amen. That's what I'm claiming. I am just, I'm glad because, my chest pain might actually go away. I might not even have to deal with chest pain after all is said and done because they are going to do an echo. I mean, once they find out what's wrong, they'll correct it either by giving me a stent. They might have to do a catheterization. You know, I have to face the fact that I'm going to be going through a lot before. And so even if I have to do the 5 days a week for 2 months, at least, you know, until all the tests are done and I'm on medication and I feel better. That's actually what we're looking at, is for me to feel better. So I'm going to that's what I'm going to do.
Who's your B score?
What, Mom?
Huh?
What? I mean, I know that whatever it is that's wrong,
Huh?
God can take care of it. And He can make it.
I don't know.
I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that my God
Did you look at this?
can do anything. What, Mom? I see it.
There's the behind,
Mm-hmm.
then white, then the ring. It's all there. And then here's these.
Here's what?
Right here, right on my arm. Here.
I see.
See?
Yes, I see. Matthew 24. And again, I say to you, it is easier. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not it. Here it is. But Jesus looked at them and said to them, said to them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible.
You didn't help the dang thing.
I'm ignoring it. I have to. Sorry, guys. I have to ignore it. I can't give in. I can't give in. And, you know, I just can't. She does have it when she's sleeping.
And don't touch
And
it.
when we're watching TV.
You're going to prison. That's a problem.
She does.
To me, said that's okay. I will take it. And make sure
She does talk about
it.
So she does have periods where she's quiet. When she's sleeping or we're just watching TV. You know, she basically talks to Madeline a lot. Guys, I took Mabel with me. Just to tell you, I did have a baby with me at the hospital. Just in case they were to admit me, I would have let them admit me. I would have had Mabel with me. I wouldn't have felt comfortable without Mabel. So I took her. I wasn't sure what they were going to do. But yeah, Mom is sometimes quiet. But most of the time she just talks. Which good because, you know, with dementia, you know, she actually, the woman who was across the hall from her wasn't very verbal anymore. So she wasn't verbal. I don't know what happened to her because it was her room that they offered her when I wanted to move her out of the room with my stepfather. I wanted her to be her own individual. And the only way that that would happen is if they were not in the same room. It is good. You're right. You're right, Melissa. I gotta sit back and I gotta relax, guys. Because if I don't, it's not gonna be good on me. So I'm gonna relax. And probably when Steve gets home, just do part-time. I can't do it when I'm alone with her.
You can't do that.
But anyway, I am, hi, Mary. No, no. They did a lot of tests on me in the emergency room. Okay, Mary. The Lord spoke to me. By the way, hi, Mary. How are you today? The Lord spoke to me and on the way over, and he said, remember, I am the great physician. You're going to be okay. I've got this. I just thought he meant that I would be way better, which I am walking around today. I'm doing stuff for mom, but yeah, he spoke to me. He said that, Dakota, but I didn't know what he meant.
Now, where are you going?
I was still complaining of chest pain, Mary, when I got to the emergency room. Now I had to be in a wheelchair, and because I could not walk back, I couldn't walk back to um, the room. I couldn't. They took me into triage, did everything, including an EKG. Then they took blood work. As you can see, I got blood work. I'm still bruised. There's where they had the IV to give me the fluids and to take more blood. They gave me my meds through an IV too. So I got my fluids. Then they came in and told me that my trop, tropo, troponins, it's a heart enzyme, is 57.7. It's supposed to be 14.9 is the highest it's supposed to be. So I ended up they wanted to check me. They wanted to do a CT scan. So I said, okay. They did a CT scan and it came back negative for the lung. They thought I had a blood clot on my lung. So it came back negative to that. They wanted to admit me to doing a complete cardiac workup. They think I have, because I'm having chest pain today. I am really trying to take care of mom the best I can today. But as of tomorrow, Mary, I am bringing in a caregiver 5 days a week.
Hey, Corey.
What?
There's a big portion right over there in the bowl.
Oh, it's fine, Mom. I am bringing in a caregiver 5 days a week.
You want me to go?
From 10 to 3. So basically, when Steve gets home, she'll be getting ready to go. So that'll be good. Yeah, I had to take a few days off. I mean, I didn't get home until yesterday morning at 1:15. So, they wanted me to come back. They wanted me to actually be admitted yesterday morning, or Monday, whenever, today. They wanted to keep me actually for a full cardiac workup. Guys, this is more than acid reflux. I am still throwing up, by the way. Still puking my guts out at times. I'm not throwing up food. It's all coming from my stomach and it's all acid. So, anyway, sorry guys, not to discuss.
Hey, Corey, look at this over here. Look at over there. Who is it?
I see. That's Jeremiah, Mom. So anyway, I'm going to my primary care. I'm going Thursday, so I will not be on Thursday, guys. Thursday I'll go to my primary.
There he is. He's ready.
My mother-in-law's going to take me. The caregiver will be here with mom. I am going to get her number so I can call and check on mom, of course. But my mother-in-law is taking me. I called my mother-in-law and asked if she could take me over. Because
right out there setting
she
where to?
Okay, mom, it's fine, mom. Mom, it's fine. So she's gonna take me over so Steve doesn't have to take off work. I think he would much rather be there, but he would have to take a half day. And so I'm just like, no, I don't want to have to do that.
What does he want?
So anyway, she's gonna take me to the doctor on Thursday. So I just, I'm really, I could put her in respite care for a while. That's like over $8,000 to do that. So I decided instead to bring in for 30 days of, let's put it this way, I spent 50%, it's 50% less to have them come in for 2 months for 5 days than, and he said, because I talked to the caregiving agency today, and as of tomorrow, I now have a caregiver coming in. She will be doing everything for mom while she is here. I've got to be fair to mom, guys, and give her the best care that I can. And if I can't do it, I have to make sure that somebody else can. And so that's what I'm doing. I mean, I can do it at a certain extent. Like I can do it until the afternoon. And then that's when I start getting exhausted. And, that's one of the things that they... Oh, sorry, guys. I am tired. I mean, they wanted to do a complete cardiac workup. They want to do an echocardiogram. Now, if anything would have showed up on my EKG or I would have had chest pain while I was there, I would have been forced to stay. I would have had no choice. An echo and or a stress test is deemed necessary. So we are going to do an echo. Whatever else the cardiologist wants to do. What, Mom?
I said you just gave me a good place. I don't want those people that are going to go get it.
I'm glad I took days off too. Yesterday I would have been no good. I laid on the side.
I'm not going to do it. Let them make you that.
Okay. I took days off yesterday.
I get it where I'm going.
Okay, Mom.
Okay.
Okay. I know I've been taking a lot of days off, guys. But I really feel as if those days off are going to be now today I had to deal with my new phone. Apparently the woman who has this phone or had this number, somebody who had this number. Let's see. What in the world are we doing here? Oh, true pins. Thank you, Karen. I am, Karen. I'm getting it done right away. The doctor's going to probably want this done right away. I'm assuming that he'll send me for the EKG or the echocardiogram, and then eventually, I need to be an effective caregiver to my mom. And in order to do that, I need to be healthy. I did feel guilty being at the hospital and not being here. I don't want it so that I feel guilty having her here with a caregiver while I'm in a hospital. I definitely need to, I'm assuming the doctor's going to get it done right away. He might even send me on Friday for one.
Why is it white and not
Um,
black?
You know, apparently they don't have the ability in the emergency room to do echoes. To do echocardiograms.
Blue. Look at it.
What? Yeah, I see that.
Here.
But I'll tell you something. I went to the best emergency room possible because they did very thorough workup. Each patient in there was given individual attention. We didn't sit in our rooms for a long period of time without having anybody come in. I even had a TV. So I turned on the TV and I watched. We actually watched HGTV.
Take a look at this boy. Bring this over and sit here and talk to me about it. She is a beautiful girl. She takes very good.
So anyway, we
takes herself so good. She really does.
we
And I love it.
went to
I usually go out and buy something special.
we watched HGTV. And I really, guys, I miss house hunters. There was one couple that they wanted a 5-bedroom, 5.5 bath house for 2 people. It's crazy. Then we watched one. It was a young girl just starting out, and she wanted an old house, maybe a haunted old house.
About the children right there.
She ended up buying a blue house, very little, really cute little blue house with yellow doors.
Who put the old ones in here, right? When did that come in? That came in from a doctor.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it.
That's
that
what we got to do.
On field, and you're going to be in field.
Okay,
when
Mom.
they get done with it, and if you don't stop and wake up, you better watch out.
Okay, Mom. I'm just going to sit here and relax. You know, having a caregiver tomorrow will definitely help. I'm going to sit back. I'm telling you, I might put my feet up. I might just put my feet up and prop up on my pillows. If you guys don't mind. I'll put my blankets on and relax for a little while. You guys. I will. I'll be able to rest for 5 hours a day. Even more, actually. But I need the rest. They might have to send me to the hospital. I guarantee you that my doctor will not hesitate to do that. He is not going to allow me to, let's put it this way. He knows I have to be healthy to take care of Mom.
There's 2 men over there. What you went through.
We're going to, just in order for me to be an effective caregiver for my mom, I do need rest. I do need to get this taken care of immediately. If I thought I'd have somebody to come stay here with Mom, well, if Steve was at work, I would have just stayed.
Come on. Good baby. Yeah.
I would have stayed.
Yeah. Come on, you coming up?
And I would have,
how can I?
I would have felt bad. I would have felt guilty. but
want my boy.
I would have been in the best place. Of course, they would have had me hooked up to all kinds of machines. They would have done an echo. They would have done it. I know they would have done a catheterization because I would have been right there.
Who did they go for?
Hmm?
Who did they go for?
I don't know why, Mom. Their rooms are actually really nice. Penn State Lancaster Med has really nice rooms. Hi, Amanda.
My grandson.
I'm giving everybody an update.
Sir, that one night when we were coming over to move in, and you had mentioned you were out here.
No, I didn't have a heart attack, but
No,
it is
not
definitely my
you,
heart.
her.
The chest pain is
No,
my heart.
listen,
What?
I asked her, and she said, "Oh, I think," and she does. She
I mean, I'm
does
not,
good.
there's a lot of stress on my heart.
And she wants to come and move with me.
I'm
I
going
asked
to the
her if
doctor.
she wanted to, and she said, "You know, you're going to have to."
I'll go to the doctor on Thursday.
Same to me too.
To
So,
be able to,
she's a
he will probably send me right away for an echo. I'm assuming.
beautiful.
I have somebody here with Mom, so I can go during the day. That's probably the one main thing he'll send me for. He'll probably do that right away. And then I'll go see a cardiologist.
Stay with you. Get held with you.
So,
Okay.
yeah, Susie and I talked on the phone yesterday. Susie knows.
He works this time.
Oh, thank you, Amanda. I'm claiming it. On the way to the hospital, the Lord spoke to me, and He said, "Remember, I am the great physician."
Now, when are you going to get off?
And He said, "I've got this, and you're going to be just fine." I didn't think anything of it. Now I know exactly. I will tell you, and I am going to say this, guys. Thank you so much for all of your prayers. I felt your prayers. I was at such peace in that room. While they were doing all these tests, I was at such peace. So your prayers helped. Your prayers worked. God was with me the entire time. I could feel the presence of the Lord in that room. I do too. I don't think what.
Right here.
I mean, this could be electrical as well. I'm going to talk to my sister and find out what her enzymes look like. This actually more indicates a blockage. So like I said, I might need a stent. I might need something done, depending on the series of the blockage.
I love her so much.
It is deep. It is very scary.
One day she pushed out in some kind of
Not knowing,
and I told her too.
not knowing what, what's actually going on.
Yeah.
But yet I am claiming God's healing, and I'm claiming His healing. Yeah, Amanda, they did. That's okay. They did an EKG. They did an EKG and triage. And then they hooked me up when I got back to the room. And like when they took me back, when they got me in bed. And they hooked me up. So they had numbers going. They had it going constantly.
Am I going to be on that? She has her dog.
They were very efficient.
Huh? They're what?
Yeah, I think that's what they'll end up doing, is putting a stent in me.
Well, the
to
doc-
like,
the
and
doc-
put me on like a very,
And the Elliotts and all that in your house, they were here with the doctor. And he came in. uh,
well, they're going to do an echocardiogram.
Didn't they? What?
They said my EKG was fine. They're going to do an echocardiogram.
Who?
Personally, I don't think this is a blockage, but it might be. That's very typical. If I have a blockage, it's because I have diabetes. I don't know. I know that this started in July after I was sick.
And I want to be able to go in there if you want to play in the ones that I want to go in, then find some new appointments. And if there's too many appointments that aren't.
Yeah, because it could be anybody.
I'm taking.
You know,
And
I actually thought this could be Mama having the issues, or Sally having the issues rather than me. But I think it's me.
I want you to come and I want you to be.
Yeah.
That I think that you will do right. Okay? I want you to be right.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think anybody came out of the hospital. I'd have to ask Steve. He could tell me. Oh, and here he is. Hold on, guys. Hello. Hi, how's your day?
Right there's a girl.
What's wrong?
Sit there.
Oh. Did I tell you that tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock? So, anyway, I'm sitting here doing a live. So, how was your day? How was your meeting? Huh? It was short. Oh, well, it rained here already. I don't know. We had a severe thunderstorm watch. We're on a tornado watch until like 11. I hate this weather, and it's like I don't need it. Not today. Huh? Yeah. Well, anyway. I love you. I'll see you when you get home. I love you. Bye. Okay, guys. I feel like I'm going to throw up. So, what I might do is, hold on, guys. I got to get my little bucket thing. So if I do throw up, okay, guys, I got my little bucket. Now I can sit back. If I throw up, I got my little bucket to do it. I have been throwing up still, guys. I don't know. I'm feeling weird in here. It's not pain. It feels more like it could be my acid reflux.
I have thoughts up here. I've got a great people that sneaks away out there to the shore.
Yeah. It is a great way, Amanda, to look at it. You're right. Let me get a tissue. I gotta get tissues here. And put that back down. Yes, Mom. Steve's on his way home. So that'll be good. Sorry, guys. I got lots of tissues in case I need them. You know, I don't think anybody came out, although Steve would know. I know I stared at the TV most of the time.
He says, "Are you gonna go?"
Right.
No, not now.
He was there.
That was right after Willie got told. But he told me, he said, "Well, at our place, they don't do anything good for anybody."
Oh,
They
okay.
do once in a while. I don't want anybody tell me they don't have it because we do.
Really, Mom? I think the caregiver's gonna get a kick out of her. I really do. No, I'll explain the remarks to her and um let her know how we deal with them and things like that. Um, I'll be able to sleep some tomorrow morning after she gets here.
He wants to come.
If she says she has to go to the bathroom, I don't have to go. No, to put her. I know. I feel bad for the caregiver because I'm not gonna be able to give her a lot of
Did you
guidance.
pass something in the back there?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you put it?
I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to give her a lot of guidance. I was supposed to do something on Saturday. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to just reschedule it. So, but I'll reschedule it for when I'm healthy.
Yes, that is something. And they should take their kid and shove him out. The kids have a right to go in there too because they can have a good rest. Yeah.
Okay, Mom. Yeah, he was definitely there. I could feel his presence in that room. There was just an overcoming peace.
You did a good work for that.
I mean, I guess maybe they were seeing me at peace.
How about going with her, the two of you? And bring me something that I can eat. Will you? You don't have anything. We'll find something to do and see if we can. Okay? Right.
Yeah, you can die from asthma. Yeah,
We
you can die from asthma attacks. Uh-oh. I don't feel like I have to throw up, but I feel like I'm getting ready to. So we're going to sit back. And we are going to relax.
Well, who are you talking about?
Because I need to. I need to sit back and I need to relax, guys. And I got to say, I still don't feel very well. I mean, I feel I'm stronger, of course, because I'm hydrated. But I am. Now, this morning, I wasn't so exhausted. But as the day's gone on, I feel exhausted.
Where did they go to? Are they coming in here?
What's wrong, Mom?
Are they good or no
Anyway, I just feel like, I know I need help, Mom. That's,
Hey, cool.
I'm exhausted because she's been running.
Nobody's in here. How about putting that and that on? I want to see them look on you. They are beautiful. So get it now, right here.
I will not, Mom. I'll put them on. Just hold on, okay? I'll put I'll put them on when it gets cooler. It's warm. I have short sleeves on. I cannot deal with it being cold. If I lay down, guys, I will fall asleep on you guys. You guys will be watching me sleep. Oh, thank you, Mary. You know, I did ask the question, when the one who prays gets sick, what do we do? You know, I asked God, I said, what am I supposed to do?
And I do need headphones.
You know, what do you do when, you know, I pray for everybody every day.
And here he was one of the Christians.
And I just can't do it right now. I just can't do it right now. Yes, I agree. True. He's right. True. So, so true. I am just exhausted, guys. I know I said we will pray,
see these now?
but today I am exhausted. I mean, it could be because I'm still. This could be a job situation, and I was thinking about that. You know, will I remain faithful to the Lord while I'm going through this?
She's looking how beautiful
No.
she is.
I see, Mom.
Right here, right here. How could you not see? Look.
I see, Mom.
Look at her. She got oops. Look at it.
Mom, I see her.
Now wait, right down here. These are clear. He came in when he came in here to get together. I told him, no. I said, she needs I love it. So,
Sorry, guys. I'm about ready to fall asleep. I might get off of here.
no, he did this in the beginning. And I had to do the try. And she's very good. Look at all this.
Oh,
Look at, wait.
yeah. I figured the job situation happened one.
You did? Look at it.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Okay, I didn't use it much because I do the stuff, I do it outside because it was working through stuff. And I was something. Now, which way do I do this? I must have through stuff.
Could be a job issue. You're right. You know, I was thinking that this was an attack.
Right.
God would not have done this to me, knowing that.
Okay, do me a favor. Come over, get over the paper and let her set on. And you can bring her back if you don't like. Okay?
Okay, Mom.
Because she's got a dad, a husband. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
my husband
Yeah.
is coming home, so he can take over.
To do that.
You know, basically, I will only be like caring for my mom up until 10 o'clock every day. I might make it 9 o'clock to make it easier. Maybe 10 is better. 10 to 3 is better. He told me that, you know, when she's off and she already has some days that she has scheduled off, that he's going to fill somebody in.
Is that it? Take it that she has to go to the next one.
Oh, thank you, Amanda. I know that that it was Hold on, guys. I gotta get a tissue. I have too many tissues here. There. I have too many tissues.
That is a cute. Look at that. Right over there. I like her.
Yeah, if I see it.
Food, and there's the food.
I might not be praying.
In my kitchen.
As much as I want to pray, guys, I might not be praying
That's so pretty.
today. Thank you, Amanda.
Yeah.
Simply because I don't feel very well. I am ready to just sleep. I know I'm taking Thursday off.
You're taking boys.
No, I'm taking Thursday off. I'm gonna wait till Steve comes in though. I'm gonna see if I can stay awake long enough for that.
Come on. Look at this.
What, Mom?
Corey. Please look at this. Show
What?
us what these people do when they bring in and start children. Look at how nice he is. Take a look at this.
That's a good idea, Amanda. I should.
Look at what that guy was doing. Looking, and he's still like, I told the girls they want me to come up here, but I thought to put my stuff down here first. Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the caregiver can give me that rest. I am hoping that she will be able to help me a lot with Mom.
I don't want to rub you out. You
I gotta
know,
wait till Steve gets home because then
where you
he
know
can turn off all the lights.
I want you to be able to keep what you okay?
Okay, Mom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I took my nausea and vomiting medication, so this shouldn't be happening.
It's the women that men.
Yes, I really think
They just a lot of
that I don't think this is from that, but you know,
that's it.
one could be tormenting from me from hell too.
It isn't good
I
enough for
just
you to go in there and use all the bottles, all the rocks, all the clothes, all the food, all the cleaning, all the washing, all the baby. They didn't do it.
mm,
Because I turned around and she looked at me. I said, "Look, that child knew and she's here and she's here and she's going to stay here with me because I'm not making things that shouldn't be. Good night." She said, she told me.
okay, Mom. I am so tired. Just a little moving around that I did just wore me out. There's something wrong. But what? Is it a blockage? You know, how treatable is it going to be?
Do we have any fix over
Yeah, I think stress is.
What is it?
Stress can be Mary, you're right. That's why I just have to take time and de-stress. You know, I have been showing signs of burnout. I've been ignoring them.
I also
Now,
am not interested in that.
You know,
I want to know what the work is.
I might be able to go in my room tomorrow and actually take a nap.
I looked at yesterday because that gentleman is the gentleman that is the author, he knows what he can do to help us of my children from the gift. He gave us a gift that we can use it to hire something
Okay, Mom.
that you can
I'm
do.
just going to just nod. I'm too tired to do anything else.
Right. You know,
Guys,
you
I'm saying
and I
I'm
are
asleep.
going to have to rise up. Do you have the brief for the bottom of those things? Over there, over there, over there, over there. There.
Everything's fine, Mom.
I go there and I do it.
Everything's fine. Uh-oh.
I was going to help you.
Uh-oh. I feel like I'm going to throw up again. I don't know what, guys. I am tired. I am not going to make it till Steve gets home. I'm not going to make it through prayer time.
I don't have a whole lot.
This is what I hate the most about this.
She knows it, and she lets
Is I can't do
it.
prayer.
She doesn't know
Mm.
I'm not saying she takes it, you know, takes and not takes all of it. That's not it. It's what we put her husband, me, and the help, whoever comes in as a helper, coming in from Christian, and I'm helping you. I'm wanting. He came to my store out over where I went to the new Wichita, and it was locked up. She went, she got it because she has a good day too.
Well, guys, I think I'm just going to get off of here. So I can just relax, so I can go to sleep. Yes, she is. I could just put the camera on her and then I could sleep.
What'd she say?
Okay, thank you, Amanda. I love you. I love all of you guys, but I have got to get off of here because I am falling asleep and I just cannot do that on a live.
Now, are you talking to
So
the girl?
I'm gonna get off of here so I can take a nap. Plus I feel like I have to throw up. So I would much rather not do that
You want
on
to
here.
go away?
So anyway,
Okay.
we love you. And we will see you tomorrow. I might actually be a little bit more well rested tomorrow. Here's hoping, right? So I hope that you have a blessed and wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for praying for me on Saturday, guys. I really can feel your prayers, and I really felt all the prayers. Thank you, Kate Perry. Thank you. Thank you guys for praying for me. We love you all, and I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to try to do prayer time first, I think, tomorrow. That way, if I get too tired, at least prayer time's gotten in. I'll try anyway. So anyway, I hope that you guys have a blessed and wonderful night. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys. Have a blessed and wonderful night. I got to get off here because I think I'm going to go have to use this in a minute. So I hope that you have a blessed and wonderful night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Uh-oh.
I just seen